Hey y'all, what's going on? This is a help a sister out. Before I go in here, and I've been trying to avoid looking at MSNBC for a while. And if you're on my Facebook, you already know that I posted talking about they already pulling the bullshit in Pennsylvania. When you click on Obama, it goes to Mitt. Y'all. If you motherfucking gotta steal it, if you gotta lie and cheat for it, then your candidate ain't shit anyway. But whatever, we've been down this road. So, let's get into it. So y'all already know, stop right now, pause, and it's below. It's down there. Okay, welcome back. Okay, here's the situation. Just she basically is married, a newlywed. She's pregnant, but she, as you know, she lets you know that she is not pregnant by her husband, and yes, he does know. The issue is this: is that she's beginning to have thoughts and things of the baby, of her baby's father. I can't stand baby daddy. Sexual thoughts and this and that and other, and then she feels like her husband is not understanding and he's lacking sexually in that area or whatever. And she's just kind of like, more and more she's beginning to care less about her husband and think more of, her baby, that the baby's father. And she's like, what should she do? And she already said she wants to be called Cookie, as y'all can see below. She's 23. And let's see. Left my baby daddy. Only found out I was pregnant. Da da da. I cannot. Her husband was excited because he couldn't have children. Sounds like I lucked out, huh? Well, she said, well, my husband and I have not been doing so well sexually. She's not been satisfied. Okay. Y'all ready? Then I ain't got to go into all of that. Listen, Cookie baby. Now, how many times, I ain't saying this couldn't happen or whatever, but, and you said that you kind of think you got in it too soon. You was all enthralled and, in the whirlwind of your husband wooing you and this and that and other and blah, blah, blah. Baby, the marriage ain't about sex pudding. That's a part of it, but that ain't the oldest part. First of all, let's just be real. You didn't marry the dick, you married the man. It's just as simple as that. I understand, yes, you need to be sexually satisfied or whatever, and you saying you're talking to him, but he's getting frustrated or whatever. But I will tell you that marriage is a very sacred thing, and it is not to be taken lightly. This is what gets me. Is why the hell would somebody accept somebody's proposal, go as far as getting married, you know what I'm saying? And if you was all the way in your husband like you should be, you might having a dream. I mean, you know what I mean? Like every blue moon it might be a dream, but it's not. Girl, if you was all the way into your husband like you should be, you might not be having these feelings pudding. Sound to me like you don't want your husband, like you just like the whole chase and the whole wooing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything that your husband is the things that you wanted your baby's father to be. You really love him, but if only he could have had those qualities, then you went on to say, he's got the qualities that I wish my husband had. First of all, ain't no perfect male, And I will say this to you, that your husband shouldn't be so insensitive. He should, listen to you and try to please you as well. Now, if it's an issue or he ain't pleasing me because he ain't, packing nothing, then girl, I don't know what to tell you on that one, because there really ain't nothing he can do as far as that's concerned. He only got what he got. That's it. I guess he could get an extension or whatever to pump, but that ain't even cute. My thing is that you don't You don't get married. If you are not totally in love or whatever with your husband, why are you married? Why did you marry him? Now you married to him. At this point, if you were, and please, and I'm glad you didn't say, should I stay or go, you didn't really go that, into that. Because I've said it once, I've said it twice. I'm not in the business of telling nobody they should leave their husband or whatever. What I'm telling you is this, is that before you married your husband, why in the hell? So you didn't have no feelings. You didn't know no kind of way that you were still in love with your child's father, the baby that you carrying. I'm just not understanding that. You went as far as to get married, boo? And that's just not fair to me. Like, yes, your husband is kind of being insensitive sexually or whatever, but, girl, you in love with the other one. And you like, I'm getting more and more detached, and before you know it, you're going to be like, oh, this motherfucker. And you ain't going to want to see him, and, what the fuck? You know what I mean? You're not even going to want to be bothered with him. Before you know it, you're going to have a disdain for him, and it's going to be like, and you're going to be that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope somebody follows me on this, because this can happen, and that is just not cool for you to have went this far with this. I understand that you're saying at the time, it just so happened this started happening, and now you're having dreams, and on top of that, y'all having conversations and this and that and other. Now, I will tell you this, and really, I wouldn't go and say, honey, let me sit down with you, because baby, I've been dreaming about the baby's daddy, and you ain't cutting it sexually. I don't know if you should, roll instead of hunch, or, slap it or flip it, but you ain't cutting it. Don't do that, because, don't do that. That's just not cool. But I think you should have the conversation with him, try to have it, like, I ain't being pleased, but at any rate, you still gonna kind of bruise his ego. No matter how you say it, yes, a man, if a man asks you, like, how do you want it or whatever, what do you like, and I really want to please you or whatever, of course then the door is open for you to say, and not saying that you can't kind of ease that in, before he say that, because there's ways to do that. Like, if you in the throes and shit like that, and you want him to shift it from the left to the right, just, give him the, ooh, baby, I like it, but can you go over there? Some kind of way, make it cute or whatever. But, like, his shit's gonna be bruised. I'm gonna tell you that. But even more so than that, his heart is into play. Never mind his pee-pee. And again, I will go back to marriage is not just about sex. Yes, you do have sex and you together and this type of thing, and that is a good part of it. But solely, it is supposed to be based on your love and care for that person and y'all union. Sex is a small part of that. It's a small part of being married. You know what I'm saying? It's a small one, but a big one in a way. You know what I'm saying? And at times, one partner can fall short. Shit, and it's not just the man. The women fall short too. Shit, as you get older, coochie get dry. I'm just saying. I just don't like the fact that you done, like, I hear you saying that all of a sudden, but I just feel some kind of way about that. I just don't think you should play with people's feelings. And marriage, again, is a serious thing. This is a vow that you've taken in front of God with this man. And now in the midst of that, he's happy and forthcoming, and he knows that that's not his child, and and this and that and other, excited about it. I just think if there's a way for you to sit down and y'all kind of find a way to talk to him about it. Like I said, if you in the throes, honey, listen. If all else fails, honey, just get on top. I'm just saying. If it's about what he's doing. Now, and if he ain't got if his pee-pee's coming up short, this kind of is what it is. You know what I mean? I guess he could, I don't know. Yeah, we're going to find some other ways, But, again, it is a small part of it. I just hate that, I hate that you you know, in a way, it's just, it's bad for, you know, both of you all. And also, I would have you to think about this, you know, with your baby daddy, and I'm gonna say that, knowing that you're married or whatever, him feeling comfortable to talk to you and this and that and other, and knowing that you kind of having these feelings, kind of makes me think some kind of way about him, because, you know, I heard you say he's a hard worker, this and that and other, but just out of respect for another man's, you know, wife or whatever y'all had before you got married, that was before, but now you're married to this other man, and him being a man, and so easily being able to, you know, kind of converse with you about these things. Yes, y'all do have a baby on the way, but, you know, it kind of makes me want to check his character. You know, with that being said, I can't sit here and say that I don't feel like your character needs to be checked too, because it does. Because you, again, went as far as to get married, get wooed, go through the wedding, this and that and other, and now things ain't going so well. You know, girl, honey, damn, I don't know. Just try to incorporate some things into your sexual life. You know, maybe some toys or whatever. Some men are open to that. You know, I don't know, honey. I would say try to talk, but I really want to say, you know, anything short of talking about the baby that's on the way, I just really don't think you need to be having any conversations with the baby daddy. It's just that simple. You know, y'all casually, and now you dreaming, and before you know it, you going to be writing me back talking about, girl, before I knew it, my drawers was on the floor, and they in my purse. We in the back of Burger King humping like dogs. No. And some shit you can't come back off of. You know, and I really do feel that marriage is an important thing. That's an important vow. That adultery, honey, I am not for it in no kind of way. You know, male or female, you know, I just don't think marriage is meant to be played with. And when you truly love somebody and you know the true sanctity of marriage, you're not so quick to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I really need you to check you. You know, I'm not telling you to be miserable or whatever. All I'm saying to you is that I think you let this shit go too far. And now you got to pray about it, baby. Because you know, other than what I said, you know, I don't know. You know, I disagree with you talking to him about anything but the baby. You know, it's just a bit much. You know, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be pleased sexually or whatever, because you should. But, you know, girl, cool that coochie down, honey. Sit down somewhere. For real. Sit down somewhere. If nothing else, honey, I don't even know if it's right to tell you to go get a damn toy, because still, if you know, yeah, I don't know, but I don't think it's right for you to be talking to him about anything other than the child. So, and I think it's going to be difficult, because if you have these feelings, you know, even if y'all are talking about Pampers or something like that, you might be in the back of your mind, like, take your drawers off while you're getting the Pampers on. I'm just saying. You know, so ooh, girl. Ooh, y'all help me with this one. Y'all gonna have to help me with this one. I mean, what y'all got to say about it? Y'all please help this sister out, because I don't know if I'm just biased. You know, I just feel like when you're married, you know, it's a serious thing, and I just disagree with her talking to him. I really think it's wrong that she went this far, but, you know, that's my opinion, and that's why I say, you know, I do these so that the person can see different opinions or whatever, not just what I'm saying. A lot of times, you know, the answer may be down in the comment section or whatever. I have somebody, listen, this video is the perfect video for y'all to post videos and let me know if you've ever been in a love triangle. What was your love triangle? You know what I mean? In the midst of that. But also help this sister out. I mean, yeah, I'm going to need somebody to help this sister out. And the men that watch me that's married or whatever, please tell me, how would you feel about your wife telling you, honey, you just ain't quite hitting this ass right? I'm just saying. You know, how would you take that? Even if she said it nicely, like, I'm not satisfied, would you be like, you better fucking figure it out because it's all I got or what? You know. So y'all leave it below. Let me know what y'all think. Please help this sister out. Much love. I'm going to go. MSNBC. Y'all, if they let this big head bitch steal this ooh, y'all, if he win, I want to forewarn y'all that the video that will come after that is not cute. It just, it won't be a good one. Anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. Much love.